Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's session. First of all, I would like to thank our panel of judges who always up for justice, and everyone who is watching. Thank you for your willingness to spend time with us. Before we get into the topic, I would like to introduce our panel for today. The first panel is Ms. Arbaiyah, Mohd Tahir. The second is Nur AIna, Rosman. The third is Ms. Siti Hajar, Yahya. And last but not least, I am your moderator for today, Farah, Nabilah, binti Azar. Without further ado, let's begin our discussion. I would like to invite Ms. Arbaiyah to define PDPR. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you, Ms. Moderator, for the question.
Please welcome Ms. Arbaiyah.
PDPR is a short form of pengajaran dan pembelajaran di rumah. In English, it is called home-based teaching and learning. PDPR was first implemented to replace physical classes during movement control order during quarantine at home due to COVID-19 pandemic since 2020, which, if I'm not mistaken, it was on 18th of March 2020. Now, everyone knows that this teaching method can be carried out via Google Meet, Zoom, or Telegram. All these are online. It can also be carried out offline by using modules and project-based according to the needs of their teaching method.
So now we understand what is PDPR. So Ms. Arbaiyah, what are the things needed to conduct PDPR?
PDPR requires students to have stable internet connections, gadgets, and quiet environment so that the lessons can run smoothly. Most of the time, PDPR will be done via online to allow teachers to give further explanation to their students so that the students can understand better. When students don't understand, they won't feel motivated and most likely to fall out behind from the subject. If the teachers decide to make it offline, it means that students will have to complete the task assigned.
Besides, can you also explain parents and teachers' role in order to make PDPR a success?
Parents and teachers will have to watch over the children's attendance, because every subject teacher will need to key in the students' attendance in a system known as PDPR. Moreover, with the implementation of PDPR, it helps contain the spread of COVID-19 viruses among students and teachers. Now, I'm sure everyone understands what is PDPR. That's all for now, Ms. Moderator.
So now we are understanding three things. PDPR is home-based learning. Besides, in order to have PDPR, we need internet connection and gadgets such as mobile phone and laptop. Lastly, everyone has to play their roles, for example, teachers, students, and parents. Let us pay attention to our second panel, Ms. Nur AIna. In my opinion, home-based learning can have impact on our thinking, on our lifestyle. Do you agree, Ms. AIna?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. It is an interesting question. Actually, I totally agree with this new norm of online learning. In my opinion, home-based teaching and learning has the advantages for students to get used to learning from home easily. So, with the existence of the internet, students can have an easier way of learning by surfing the internet to look for information. For example, students can search information in search engines such as Google, or watch YouTube videos to learn about the topic or subject that they don't understand. Therefore, whenever teacher assign new homework for students have already had the assistance of Mr. Google and Miss YouTube. Besides that, they can also get new knowledge.
That's a good point from you. Can you please explain more about it?
Additionally, some students who are sociable, interested in studying online, and be more confident to communicate with other people via online. Next, online learning can also save money. It is because most students have to spend money to pay for bus fare to go to school or university. So, by conducting online learning, they just need to learn from home. Other advantages of online learning include save students' time and a comfortable place for them to learn better. In conclusion, online learning will be more fun if you have good conducive and enough gadget to learn. That's all for now. Back to Ms. Moderator.
Ladies and gentlemen, what Ms. AIna has shared are the advantages of PDPR. We all understand that PDPR is a way to ensure students can still learn even though the schools are closed. We really appreciate your opinion, Ms. AIna. Thank you. Now it's our third panel turn, Ms. Hajar. She will share her point of view regarding of the effect or factor affecting students when having PDPR.
Thank you, Farah Nabilah. It's very interesting to share opinion on this topic. Before I proceed, I would like to ask a question to our Miss Moderator. Are you burdened and stressed with our new norm of learning?
Yes.
Yes, we are on the same boat. We often wonder how happy we were when having normal learning 3 years ago before the pandemic COVID-19. However, we must accept the fact that the situation right now is not like before. In fact, each of us wants comfortable way of learning and not tied to online learning. By learning online, students' learning process is affected due to several factors. Sharing gadgets and the instability of the internet are among the causes of students' lost interest in online classes. Additionally, there are many distractions in terms of the environment because learning at home is not as good as learning in the classroom.
Thank you, that's very nice. Ms. Hajar and I have the same opinion. Despite the good side of PDPR, it also has advantages of PDPR. For now, we move back to our first panel, Ms. Arbaiyah. Let us all now listen to her personal experience going through PDPR for almost 2 years. Do you prefer PDPR or BBC?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator, for the question. I prefer BBC. Based on my experience, the main issue that I face is having a small device. The screen display is too small for me, and it can cause me to have eye discomfort, dry eyes, fatigue, and headaches. So my parents need to buy me blue light glasses. Even after I got my blue light glasses, I still lost some of my vision. The second problem that I face is the environment. My little brother always annoyed me when I'm having my online classes. Even my mother kept asking me to give her a hand on something. If I ignore them, I will feel guilty, and that had caused me to overthinking and lost focus while I am having my online classes. Sometimes when I didn't understand what my teacher were talking about in class, I won't have the courage to ask them due to fear. Sometimes my teacher will give me too much homework until I couldn't handle it because I always procrastinating.
Oh, PDPR sounds of good, but it has a lot of problems. Let us listen to the other panel experience. Please pay attention to what Ms. Aina will say.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. So, based on my personal experience studying online, I faced a few problems. One of the problems is my phone was broken because of not enough space to store data of my schoolwork and school-related application. Because of that, it affects my thinking ability to solve my problems as I am struggling with the financial problems. Besides that, I also have to spend huge costs to buy data. After the country was hit by this pandemic, my mother lost her job, so we didn't have enough money to cover our daily expenses. How could the cost of my internet data? It's affect not only mine, but also the mental of my family members, include my mother, the pillar of the family. Next, my home environment is also not suitable for me to study quietly because my mother always call me for help. I feel very stressful because I have to do two things at the same time. I also can meet and hang out with my friends. To be frank, I never have any physical activities with my friends since the pandemic began.
So far, we have listened to Ms. Arbaiyah and Ms. Aina experience. We can see that we can learn in a positive way. So, some of the problems are having small device, environment, not enough storage to store data, and unstable internet connection. Besides, it gives negative impact to the teenagers' lifestyle. For that, let us listen to our third panel, Ms. Hajar.
Listening to Ms. Aina and Ms. Arbaiyah, I don't agree that PDPR is a good method of teaching and learning. Some students do not have gadgets because not everyone afford to buy it. Some of them sharing gadgets with their siblings. This new way of learning has become an obstacle to students to socialize like before. They don't have chance to meet and talk each other face to face in reality. Therefore, they cannot build up a social life, social skills such as to start conversations, and they deal with problems with these peers. All this causes relationship between friends becomes impossible from time to time. Hereby, we need to be smart to spend our time to do outdoor or physical activities with family and friends. So, for me, I think this online learning should not be implemented because I believe no one like it, either students, teacher or parents.
So now we can see that PBR can be an option of teaching and learning method, but it has many obstacles that student, teacher and parent have to face. So Ms. Aina, can you share with us if you have the same opinion with Ms. Hajar?
Yes, I agree with the opinion of Ms. Hajar who was just told. I also can't do any physical activities with my friend like always because of the situation. Most students have serious weight problems. Besides, students will also be more lazy to study because they don't like online learning. Therefore, they will cheat while doing even homework such as editing videos. They need to be recorded for their own convenience.
Thank you, I am almost at your side now. But let us listen more to our first panel on her opinion about the effect of PDPR to thinking and lifestyle of a student. The floor is yours, Ms. Arbaiyah.
When talking about thinking and lifestyle, students need to sit for 4 hours straight, and that had causing them to have back problem. Too much screen time can also cause the students' eyesight. So please, no more PDPR.
Thank you, Ms. Arbaiyah. We all have listened attentively to the discussion of PDPR. I am going to conclude everything now. I think every one of us agree with that. PDPR is an alternative way of the teaching and learning during the pandemic. PDPR is an alternate. PDPR also students can still learn daily during the pandemic, although there are many problems. Teachers, students, and parents have to work together to ensure the success of PDPR. PDPR gives big respect to thinking, ability, and lifestyle as a student. All the impact are negative to students, and students are not happy with PDPR. PDPC will always be the best way of teaching and learning forever. Do you agree with that, Ms. Arbaiyah?
Yes, I agree.
Do you agree, Ms. Aina?
Yes.
Do you agree, Ms. Hajar?
Of course.
So that's the end of our discussion. Thank you.